The Meghalaya Cabinet convened at Polo Orchid Resort in Sohra today as part of the government's initiative to bring administration closer to the people. Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma shared key outcomes from the meeting where 13 agendas were discussed. Highlights include the approval of CM Assure, a Rs 100 crore market intervention scheme to support farmers when prices of non-perishable crops, including brooms and areca nuts, fall. Additionally, the Cabinet approved amendments to the Meghalaya Building and Other Construction Workers Regulation of Employment and Conditions Rules 2008 for enhanced benefits to registered labourers. Cabinet approved regularization of services for over 850 ad hoc government employees appointed against sanctioned posts before 2007. The Cabinet also approved the Meghalaya Ceiling on Government Guarantees Bill 2025 set for presentation in the Assembly. Other approvals include amendments to the Meghalaya Fiscal Responsibility and Budget Management Act 2006 and the Meghalaya Civil Services Commutation of Pension Rule 1992 and the repeal of the Meghalaya Civil Services Commutation of Pension Rule 1992 to bring in new rules.
We had a cabinet meeting today here at the Polo Orchid Resort in Sohra. This is again the intention of the government to take administration closer to the people in terms of also the cabinet moving and having these meetings in different locations. And so with that mindset, we are here today in Sohra and having this cabinet meeting, and some very, very important and crucial decisions were taken up in the meeting today. There are some administrative simple decisions, but for the sake of information, I will share all of that also with you. We had today in the cabinet decided regarding the financial powers of the executive engineer in the fisheries department. The delegation of financial powers have been given to the executive engineer. It was not there before, which means the executive engineer could not carry out small works and had to go for approvals all the time. And this is being done as per the provisions in other departments where the executive engineers have certain delegation of financial powers. So what is there in the other departments, similar delegation of the financial powers have been given to the executive engineer in the fisheries department. Second is that there is practice in the government where government employees in situations where certain ailments are there, additional leave is given to them depending on the seriousness of the ailment. So in addition to what is there already, today the cabinet has decided that for government servants undergoing transplantation of human organs, we will give an additional leave up to 6 months for that particular operation or that particular transplantation to take place. So this is over and above the other provisions that are there for leave. And these are of course very, very complicated and very specific cases, and hence it's not a general case, but as you understand, these are complicated situations, so they require the necessary support from the government, and government today and the cabinet today has decided to give up to 6 months additional leave for government servants undergoing transplantation of human organs. Also finalized the list for the salute for the 26th of January, Republic Day. So the different VIPs have been nominated for different locations. List will come out later on. We have also amended the Meghalaya Factories Rules 1980 Act. This is being done in line with Government of India's ease of doing business provisions, where certain licenses which had to be renewed on an annual basis, Government of India has proposed in those licenses that the licenses should be extended up to 10 years, and of course regular checks and monitoring must be done by government. So accordingly, in those factory licenses, we have made those amendments as per the recommendation of Government of India in line with ease of doing business. We have also put a provision there where in terms of women staff who are working, Earlier, there was no permission for women to work in night shifts, and Government of India, as per the Ease of Doing Business and Provisions, has asked different states to amend that law. And in Northeast, Assam has done that, and we are the second state to do that today. So this will allow and permit women also, following, of course, certain security measures. All those measures, about 25 of them are laid down, including CCTV cameras, including different mechanisms to monitor. So all the safety measures must be implemented, and the amendment to allow women, if they wish to, be in night shift in the factories or in other workplaces. Those provisions are being relaxed by the cabinet as per the mandate given by Government of India. We have also today brought in the bill for the Meghalaya's Ceiling on Government Guarantees Bill 2025. As you're aware that government time to time guarantees the loans taken by different government agencies like MECL or MTDC or MTC. So the loans are taken by these agencies, but the banks sometimes require the government to guarantee these loans. And we have done this for many organizations, mostly MECL. But this was done without a proper, you can say, a mechanism or a structure. And hence Government of India, especially the RBI, has asked different governments, state governments, to come out with an act that would put a ceiling or a structure overall to these government guarantees that are there, which means how much can a state government give in a particular year, how much can a government guarantee for loans taken by different agencies, up to what limit, what are the rules to be followed, so on and so forth. This particular act will define the Meghalaya ceiling on government guarantees. So therefore, this bill today was brought in the cabinet. We have passed it, and accordingly we will be presenting it in the assembly during the budget session to be cleared. So those amounts have been increased. We will send you a detailed note of the actual amounts that have gone up for unskilled, skilled, so on and so forth. So the minimum wage for the state has been increased, and that was a very important decision taken today. Second important decision that has been taken today is that we have amended the Meghalaya Buildings and Other Construction Workers Regulation of Employment and Conditions Rule 2008. Now, you're aware that we are having a cess, a labor cess amount that is collected, and this amount then is used for the benefit of the laborers. And these are laborers who are registered with the government, and about 85,000 of them are registered. There are different benefits, like you get benefits for medical payments, you get benefits if there's some other disabilities, you get payments also for education of children studying in schools, colleges. So we have enhanced those benefits today. And so with that, now the amendment, the amounts that are going to go to the families and the laborers who are registered under this particular rules, they will get higher benefits now. So details, there are too many of them. We'll send them in the in a note or something. But I would like to inform you that the cabinet has today decided to increase the benefits for the laborers who are registered under these particular rules. Another very, very important decision we have taken today. If you recall, in 2022, there were ad hoc employees who were appointed pre-2007 based on, they were appointed on the ad hoc, on regular post, but it was an ad hoc appointment, meaning the proper recruitment procedure was not followed. And at that point in time, the Supreme Court had mandated the government to either regularize them or terminate them and follow a process of recruiting the employees again. And then in that time, 2022, government of Meghalaya decided, the cabinet decided that we will regularize, as per the Supreme Court mandate, those 3,000 employees. Now, once we did that, the departments, because there are massive appointments done in different departments in different locations, and a large number were missed out. That means people who are before 2007, the cutoff date. I'm not talking about individuals who were appointed post 2007. This is pre-2007. So there were still about 850 people as per our list who were missed out during that approval that was given by the cabinet. So it is the same yardstick for that particular group, but it is being means employees who were in ad hoc appointments against sanctioned post. So 800 plus, about 850 plus minus employees who were left out, the government today has decided to regularize their appointment. So this is a very important one. There are many of them missed out. We have now added those 850 plus to that list, and we have regularized them today. A very important decision that was again taken by the cabinet today was a new program which we are calling CM Assure. This CM Assure program is a market intervention scheme for farmers in situations where the market price of the crops, especially the non-perishable, we're talking about non-perishable crops, when they are down in the market, the government has decided to keep a corpus of 100 crores to intervene in these situations so that the farmers during this distress are supported and helped. These are being done specifically for non-perishable products, and to be very, very more particular, we have seen that the market price for broomsticks and the market price for areca nut has been very unstable in the last few years, and it continues even today. And therefore, we feel a very strong need for intervention from the government side to be there to procure these products and then resell them, and through the marketing boards, this process to be done. Now, just to share with you, because I don't want anybody to misunderstand this, that we are doing multiple programs and policies and schemes to support our farmers. Processing units so that the farmers' perishable products are not lost is a program where more than 200 plus processing units are being set up. 30 of them are large scale units where minimum 5,000 to 10,000 farmers in each of these large processing units are being supported. These schemes are there to help the perishable products. So for example, if you have the jackfruit, you have different fruit products, they've been converted into chips, into juice, into powder, into ice cream. So we are doing interventions for pineapple, packaging and processing being done in Ribhoy. We're going to have a very large processing unit that's going to come up for ginger in Ribhoy district, because Ribhoy is a large producer of ginger. So at multiple levels, interventions are being done to support the farmers. But when it comes to non-perishable products like broomstick and areca nut, there is a limited scope of support, and therefore this system is being conceptualized, and today it's been passed by the cabinet. It is an intervention. It is not any kind of a MSP or any kind of a support. These are purely market interventions based on the market cycle, based on the distress that is there, based on the particular year. These interventions either will be done or will not be done. So it's not that it's going to be done every year at every time, but we felt that it's important to keep a mechanism in place that whenever such distress is there for the farmers, then we can activate this mechanism to then help the farmers so that at least a basic income can come into them, and the marketing board will then figure out how we'll be able to resell this to different parts of the state or the country, and even export the products if necessary. So this is a new scheme which is called CM Assure, and we're very happy to announce that broomsticks and areca nut will be addressed this year. The broomstick farmers are facing a lot of problem. They have met me, in fact, from East Khasi Hills broomstick farmers. They had come and met me about 2 months back, and that is what triggered this particular thought process to come up with a program that would give some kind of relief during distress times. And therefore, we are happy to announce this program. As I said, for this year, we have kept a budget of 100 crores from the state, and we're getting about 20 crores from Tribal Affairs Ministry, Government of India, to further support this particular program, because Government of India also has a scheme, but they have limited amount, so they've committed from state government and 20 crores from the center. And this will be a pool that will keep revolving, because we'll buy the products to the marketing boards, we will sell it, the money will come back into this pool, and we'll keep rotating it and intervene as and when required in the market to help the farmers, especially, as I said, for the non-perishable products. Yeah, so basically this is the important part. I'm thankful to you for asking that question. As I mentioned, these are ad hoc appointments against sanctioned posts, which means the posts were sanctioned, we already have money for it, but the appointment was done on an ad hoc basis. That means that they were not followed through DSC or through MPSC or through any recruitment board. So therefore, those people, though they're appointed at an ad hoc basis, they're already receiving money and salary at scale, because it is a sanctioned post. So there is technically no financial impact in terms of salary, but these employees will get the pension benefits in the future, and they are now regular employees. So to answer your question, it is the implications will be from the post-retirement point of view, but currently they are already receiving the scale which any employee would have got for that particular position. And as I said, this ad hoc recruitment was against sanctioned post, and hence the money is already going to them. So there's no financial impact. So there are some people who have even passed away. Yeah, but then the pension benefits will be given to them. That's the beauty of this and the important part of this decision making. It's a difficult decision because the process was not followed at that point in time for their appointment. But we can't blame anybody right now. So it's a situation where we need to resolve it. And so based on the Supreme Court rule, we got an opportunity to regularize this particular section. But this cannot be done to all. So ad hoc employments, in fact, appointments are not legal, technically speaking. And hence we have informed all the departments time and again, this cannot happen in the future. And that's why now all the posts that are there, if you must have noticed, we are going for massive recruitments in all the departments, district selection, new recruitment boards have been created to ensure that recruitment happens. So all this procedure is in place. But as I said, this is a one-time measure for employees who are appointed on an ad hoc basis against sanctioned posts pre-2007.
How serious it is? 6 months leave you are giving?
No, it's not like that. It's something that has come to our notice. There were certain individuals, few of them, maybe just one in fact, as far as my knowledge is. But it's a provision that is something on a humanitarian ground. Doesn't happen to everybody, and I hope it doesn't happen to anybody, but it's a difficult time for them during those periods. So in situations like these, they do need time to recover, they do need time for the treatment and the entire procedure to happen. So it's really on a humanitarian ground. Very, very few cases have come up, and as I said, I hope and pray that no cases come up, but even one case like this is important, and we need to have provisions in the rules so that there is no ambiguity in the future.
Is the government supporting financially these employees who are?
It's not about, see, the leave means they're getting official leave, the pay will be given to them, so that's all it is.
So for the medical expenditure? Medical
expenditure is always there. Yes, we are paying the medical expenditure for all the government employees. I have to go through the numbers. It's okay, I'll bet I go through this. Yeah. Yeah, so right now the unskilled is 419 and it has been increased to 525 per day. The semi-skilled was 474, it has been increased to 565 per day. The skilled was 530, it has increased to 605 per day. And the highly skilled was 586, it has been increased to 645 per day.
So what would be the violations of this? Because many are not following this minimum wage.
They have to follow, and if somebody is not following, then people can complain. There's no problem.
To whom to complain?
To the Labour Department.
As soon as the government even accept this side of complaint.
Okay, that we can address in a different press conference. I think this is technical matters. case-to-case basis, whatever is there, if there's any issue, please feel free to contact the Labour Department, and you guys all have my mobile number. You can always WhatsApp me also.
So talking about broomstick, we don't